Hey guys, I'm up here at the desk, show you some new stuff I've got in. An update on these little sharpening stones that I want to talk to you about. And also, I want to show you something. We're going to start a giveaway this weekend. Been going through a lot of stuff, and I have a lot of blades. And there are some that have not seen the light of day, and some that are duplicates. And we're going to try some little specialized giveaways here that I think will be a lot of fun. But we'll get to that later on. First of all, here's what came in. A couple of new ones. Actually, one that I used to have and gave away to a friend and got another one back in, and I think it's a very cool value. First of all, these are Boker Magnums, which is their less expensive line, but I'm telling you what, there's a very good video that Tough Thumbs did just about a week ago, raging about Boker and some discrepancies that he's finding in their high-end knives, and I have to agree with him. For whatever reason, their quality control and their customer support at the high-end level, and we're talking like $150, $200 folders, is deplorable. But I'll tell you what, these are vastly less expensive. Both of these knives are under 20 bucks. And I've been EDCing this one for a couple of days. And it's great. It's absolutely fantastic. I'm very happy with the quality, the edge on both of these, and just the manufacturer. I haven't found a flaw yet, but again, it's only been a couple of days. But anyway, this first one you've probably seen before. This is the Bulldog. This is the full size, and I got to tell you, my poor AK-47 may finally be getting a rest because this is a solid knife. It's a very thick blade, and I got to tell you, look at this. If you've never seen this before, this is a $16 knife. Okay, it's G10 scales. The belt clip on that side. Unfortunately, the belt clip is only available on the right-hand side of the knife, which basically relegates it to a right-hand carry. I guess you could carry it on the left-hand side, but the blade will be reversed. But I'm telling you what, there's no play in this thing, and I've been hammering it. It takes an edge very well. Look at that edge. I mean, just look at that design. Okay? It's just, this is just a massive folder that is very comfortable in the hand, especially if you've got a larger mug like mine. But it's doing a great job, and I'm going to keep hammering it. I did use this with the small stones here, and it took to it very well, but there's some issues with the small stones. We're going to get into that maybe in this video, as a matter of fact. Anyway, so that's the Bulldog. And then this is called, I believe it's called the Bushcraft Companion. They give you the model number on this, but they don't give you the name, like that gorgeous Spyderco that Valerie gave me, sold me. Well, practically gave it to me. My God. These are real wood scales. They're made out of pocket wood. And again, a very, very solid knife. These are not lightweight blades. Okay? These have some weight to them and some metal behind them. Slightly thinner blade on this one. But again, I love a thick blade. I love the grind on this. And again, solid. No play so far. But the nice thing about this is it has dual thumb studs, so you can use it on either side. And again, it's been holding up really well. I haven't really used it as much as I've used the Bulldog. But I did cut through some things with it. Of course, the paper test for what it's worth. Yeah. But cardboard. I did drywall with this. I did an old piece of drywall with this, like butter, which you would expect with a blade like that. But again, under $20. It's got a nice full frame. Both of these knives have a spot for a lanyard if you so desire. Stainless steel frame on both of these. And again, very, very comfortable. Again, for guys with larger mugs, even the smaller hands. The finger positioning is very good. The only thing I wish, like this one does have, I would wish for a little bit of jimping, but that's something an industrious person could do with a Dremel tool. And just give yourself a little jimping here. It is. I just like that little bit of extra traction at the top of the blade. But two very, very good values that I've found. Both of them Boker Magnums, readily available online, eBay, other retailers. I think you'd enjoy them. I'm enjoying them, and I'll keep you updated on how this goes. Now, let's put these away. Ooh, I just love that freaking blade. Anyway, let's move those out of the way. Let's talk about these stones for a minute. Now, I went ahead and got, well, this is something else I want to show you in a bit. I went ahead and got 4 of these. They come either singly or in 2 card sets. Okay? Now, what I did was I got set number 210. These are from EZE-LAP. EZE-LAP, and I'll put a link in the description down there. These are Diamond Sharpeners. I got the 210 set and the 220. The 210 is a super fine and a medium, and the 220 is a fine and a coarse. Now on the back of the vinyl envelopes, which you can either use or not use, it tells you what the grit is. So I have all 4 of these. I have, starting from the lowest grit, the most coarse, is 250, then a 400, a 600, and a 1200. So I've got all 4 of their stones here. Now what I did was, to keep these straight when they're out of the package, I took a magic marker, a Sharpie, and I just wrote on the back, because this is metal. And that's where I want to get into about diamond sharpeners. Diamond sharpeners are not natural stones. They are a totally man-made product. Here's a diamond sharpener I've been using for a long time by Smith. Okay? And I've had excellent results with this. And what this is it's a hard surface that has had basically a diamond dust permeated powder coated or embossed onto the hard base surface. So it's not a natural stone. This is totally man-made. And what they're doing is they're embossing this diamond dust on a hard background. In this case, they took small squares of steel and they mixed the diamond dust powder to the consistency they wanted, the grit, and then they powder coated the steel with the diamond dust powder, and that makes your sharpener. Now you can use these with oil or water. They can be used dry, but you have to understand these are extremely abrasive, even at the fine grit. They are extremely abrasive without a lubricant, which is why, and I don't know if I can grab one real quick. Excuse me for a second here while I try to find one of these. You've seen those Remington oil wipes that I talk about, that I use on a number of different occasions. You can get them at Walmart. You can get, here they are. Here's one that I've used. The Remington oil wipe. Taking one of these and wiping the stone lightly, just to get a little coating of oil on it, first of all helps to clean it, because it will retain metal shavings from the sharpening process, and gives you a little bit of lubrication. And again, for a field situation, that's not bad. But they are awkward to use at first. For a larger blade like a hatchet or a fixed blade, it's something that you're going to have to work out. You're not going to be able to get the whole blade through. You'd have to do the blade in sections, maintaining your angle as you sharpen. It's just not long enough. But for smaller blades, for folders, Swiss Army knives, these Bokers that I showed you, these will work well, and they're very easy to carry. I mean, come on, in the wallet. And these are tremendously inexpensive. The set of the two blades, of the two stones, the two diamond sharpeners, ran like $5 plus shipping. Okay? And as far as I can tell you, this is the coarse, the 250. I did not use this on the blade. I just opened these up. This is the fine 600 grit. I have used this one, and you can tell it's basically unmarked from having used it. But you do get real close to your fingertips with these, so you have to use caution. And sometimes what you may find yourself doing is moving the stone rather than moving the knife in order to achieve the sharpening that you want. But for the money and for a field or emergency situation, this is an option. Is it the best option? No. But it is effective. And you do have the range of sharpeners. Okay? Frankly, in the field, I take this. It gives me more control, and I've got a little bit more room to work. But would I carry this if I didn't have this? Yeah. And it will do the job. But this is a personal thing that you are going to have to check out. I would suggest if you were going to get one set of these, I would start with the 210. That is the super fine and the medium. The medium you're going to get a lot of use out of. The medium is the 600 grit and then the 1200 grit. This is actually not a bad field combination. And again, they fold up. You can cut this hanger off. Okay, and that's a very thin package that you can carry in a pocket, stuff into a pack, whatever you want to do. So they are there. Now, also underneath here on the bottom, I am going to include a link to a YouTube video done by a grinder company in Salt Lake City, Utah, that talks, it's about 1.5 minutes long, that talks about diamond sharpeners in general. Not these, just diamond sharpeners in general, and goes through some of the things I've already told you about, and also shows a good example about how to use a diamond sharpener and maintaining the angle. They give you the old thing about raising your arms. I don't know if you know that or not, but if you're hand holding a sharpener and it's not on a table, they usually want you to keep like about a 15-degree angle. Just by raising your elbows and naturally letting your wrist move, you're going to get between a 15 and a 20-degree angle. It's an old trick I learned a long time ago, and it works. But these guys did a really good little video on their own, and it's very informative. So check the link out if you want to learn more about diamond sharpeners in general. Now, another thing I got, and this is really cool. This one, again, was $5. This is a leather pouch, hand-tooled, hand-sewn, and in it, I love this, is a small Arkansas whetstone with a leather strap on the back. Simply cut and epoxied to the back of the stone. I have had this wet, and, well, actually oil, and works well. This is a very smooth stone, and they have left the smooth side up on the leather. But you know what? Again, for folders and just polishing the hone. Because the old saying, you sharpen your blade once or twice, but you hone it forever. For maintaining your edge, if it's sharpened properly, this is not a bad little thing. And it comes in a pouch, and put it in your shirt pocket, put it in your pants pocket, drop it in a bag. I just think it's really cool. I have not used it as much as I have the diamond stones, but I will be using it more. And I found this on eBay. And if I can find the link to it, I'll put that down there too, but it may not happen before I post the video. But anyway, that's the update report on the Diamond Sharpeners. Something you should look into? Possibly. If you're looking for something to maintain your edge in the field that's lightweight for a bug out bag, yeah, this might be a good option. But again, I have to caution you, unless you've got like a raised surface that you can sit this on, it's not really going to sit all that well. You got to watch your fingers, because you're not going to get the whole blade on this. This is a very conscious oriented type usage on this. Also, if you get these, do this. Mark down what it is. Of course, you'd say, well, I'm not an idiot, Ham. I can feel it. Okay, this super fine and this fine feel the same to the untrained finger. That takes like 10 seconds. And it's a good hint. But anyway, that's the Diamond Sharpeners. You saw the knives. Again, grabbing a set of 12 of these for $3 or $4 at Walmart, keeping one in your pack along with these is an excellent way to keep these lubricated if you're using them. And again, you can reuse these. The little micro beads of oil in there last a tremendously long time. I just put them back in the little plastic envelope that came in. That's it so far. I'm going to show you the blade in the next video that I'm thinking about doing the giveaway with this weekend for a specific group of you. And we've also got some other things to talk about. But anyway, that's it for now. I'm actually going to go to lunch and play with my knife in public. I'll catch you in a bit. See ya.